Episode 8, Fractional Leadership, a cost-effective solution for startups. Welcome to HR Decoded, where we uncomplicate the people problems breaking your business. I'm your host, Annekah Hall, Fractional COO and People Ops Strategist. And today, we're diving into the growing shift towards fractional leadership and why startups are finally realizing they don't have to choose between no leadership and a $300K executive. Let's set the scene. You're a startup founder, your company is growing, things are getting complex fast. You know you need real leadership in operations, finance, or people, but you're not ready to commit to a full-time executive salary. And here's the good news. Fractional leadership exists exactly for this moment. Today, I want to break down what fractional leadership is and what it isn't, why it's on the rise, especially in early-stage startups, how it compares to hiring full-time leadership, and how to know if your company is ready. So what is fractional leadership? Fractional executives are seasoned leaders. Think COO, CFO, CMO, or head of people who work with your company part-time, project-based, or on a limited duration contract. You get senior level expertise, strategy, and execution without the full-time costs, equity, or long-term commitment. Fractional isn't freelance and it's not advisory. It's hands-on leadership that helps you build the foundation now and grow into the team you need next. So why is it growing? Startups today are navigating increased pressure to stay lean, uncertain funding environments, more complex compliance and scaling needs, and a recognition that early hires shape the culture for years. But hiring a full-time exec at $200K base plus equity plus bonuses and benefits is steep, especially if you're still figuring out what that function should look like. So enter fractional leadership. It lets you buy the outcome, not the headcount. And that's just smart scaling. So when does fractional make sense? Fractional is ideal when you, 1, need strategic leadership but not 40 hours a week, or are entering a growth phase or a cleanup phase. If you want to build the system, team, or strategy, but you don't yet need full-time execution, or you need to stabilize operations, hiring, or finance before handing off to somebody long-term. Think building your first performance system, fixing your hiring process, rolling out async systems across remote teams, standing up a finance function from scratch, or designing your leadership org structure. A fractional leader gives you clarity, direction, and velocity without becoming overhead. So what isn't fractional leadership? It's not task-based contracting, low-cost outsourcing, or renting a title for show. A great fractional exec partners with your leadership team. They align people, systems, and decisions and make your business more scale-ready with every engagement. I had a client who brought me in as a fractional COO. They had no onboarding, no feedback loops, and team structures were based on vibes. In 90 days, we mapped out a future org structure, designed a performance system that didn't feel like corporate HR, delegated 60% of what the founder was holding onto, and positioned them to hire their first senior team member. All without a full-time headcount. That's the magic of fractional. It's progress, not payroll. So how do you know if you're ready? Well, I'd say ask yourself, do you feel stuck in a decision loop with no clear next steps? Are your systems breaking or totally missing? Are you holding on to all the context in your head? And is your team waiting on you to lead everything? If yes, you don't need more hours, you need more leverage. Fractional leaders give you that with expertise, not extra meetings. So if you've been stuck in that founder catch-22 of, I need help, but I can't justify a full-time hire, you're not alone and you're not out of options. Fractional might be the bridge between where you are and where you want to scale. So if you're curious about what fractional leadership could look like inside your company, I'd love to talk to you. Visit my website at www.hrdecoded.pro to learn more or book a strategy call with me directly. And if you found this episode helpful, subscribe, leave a review, and forward it to a founder friend who is wearing all the hats and burning out in the process. And I'll see you next week for another episode of HR Decoded. Thanks so much. Bye.